How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins Media Corner back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time it's going to be on the 2024 thriller, and that is Caddo Lake. This comes to us from writers and directors Celine and Logan George, and this is actually another film that's been produced by M. Night Shyamalan this year, and which he already produced a movie this year, which was actually his daughter's directorial debut, which was The Watchers. And if you guys want to know what I felt about that movie, you can check out my review of that film on my channel if you want to know what I thought of that movie. I much appreciate it if you want to. But anyway, in this film, when an 8-year-old girl disappears on Caddo Lake, a series of past deaths and disappearances begin to link together, altering a broken family's history. So that's pretty much the story of Caddo Lake. This film did look pretty interesting to me when I first saw the trailer, and I even got more intrigued to check out this movie because M. Night Shyamalan was involved with this movie. And as I said, this is the second time he's produced a movie this year, in which the first time he did that was his daughter's directorial debut, which was The Watchers. And again, if you want to know what I felt about that movie, I much appreciate it if you want to check out my review of that movie on my channel. And this film came out on HBO Max in the US on the 10th of October, but we didn't get this until just a couple weeks later, which I did check out this movie just a few days after it was released on TV at home. And after seeing this movie here, I gotta say here, guys, that this film was a big surprise here because I legitimately had a really good time with Caddo Lake. And the best way I can describe this whole movie here, it's a wild ride filled with thrills and heartbreak. First off, Dylan O'Brien is terrific in the movie, and he brings a whole lot to his character in the movie where he's like a tiny bit mysterious and he's brooding, and yeah, he's also a bit damaged due to a tragedy that he went through in the movie, and I thought he nailed all of that for his character in this movie here. And Eliza Scanlen's in the movie as well, and she was also terrific as well. And we do learn about her home life where it's like torn apart and she has like serious issues with her mother, and once this 8-year-old girl disappears, and because of various reasons, we see for Eliza Scanlen's character, she feels kind of guilty where she felt like she could have done something to prevent that from happening. And then we see her going out onto this lake trying to find this girl, but then we see these characters finding some very strange things going on in this lake that shouldn't really be there, like various anomalies and strange sounds, which when it comes to the sound design here for this movie, I found it to be really chilling, where it does give off a sense of dread here in this movie. And the shots that the film has here for this film, I thought they were so daunting for like the swamp areas that we see in the film, as well as for, like the aerial shots for where they shot this film for the whole location shooting here for the film, which I thought all of that was well established here for this movie. And while the premise here for this film does tend to be a bit similar, the storytelling here for this film does tend to be stacked in within the mystery with the abundant complexities alongside the well-demanding pacing, which I thought that was well done here, where it does manage to have the pieces fall into the right place at the right time. Although the tale for this film here does tend to be a bit, does tend to have some like lack of originality with the whole where it kind of like retreads the setup that we've seen before in the past within these movies, but it does tend to have some changes for like the settings and the characters here, and which I did like. And as the film comes to its final act here for the whole ending in the film, I kind of felt it was a bit jumbled when it comes to some of the character arcs in this film here for what we do see in the film here, which it was kind of hard for me to catch up with what was going on. But in the end, guys, Caddo Lake, I found this to be a big surprise here. And like I said, the best way I can describe this whole movie here, it's a wild ride filled with thrills and heartbreak. And if you're a fan of like these types of thrillers, or you're a fan of like Dylan O'Brien or anything like that, I would say this would definitely be a good cup of tea for yourselves here. So that's pretty much all I'd say about Caddo Lake. I'm going to give Caddo Lake 3.5 out of 5. Definitely a solid thriller to check out here, and again, if you're a fan of like these types of thrillers, I would definitely recommend this one in the slightest here. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've to say about this film. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching for my AK After I Saw review on Caddo Lake, and let me know what you think of this movie if you have seen this already, or if you just recently checked this out. Did you really enjoy this one, or was this not your cup of tea? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Ben Foggins Media Corner signing off.